Thanks so much. It's really an honor to have you be able to speak to us today. And I think that Google's increasing presence in the heart of cities like Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh, New York, Atlanta, Chicago, and Los Angeles speaks to one of the reasons why we're here today, and one of the reasons why Aspen created the Center for Urban Innovation, which is that cities are hubs of invention and innovation, both in our nation and around the world. I'll take a moment now to give a really brief history of the Aspen Institute for those of you who may not be familiar with our organization. The Institute was founded in 1949 to create a gathering place for thinkers, leaders, artists, and musicians from around the world to step away for a moment from their daily routines and reflect on the underlying values of society and culture. For more than 60 years, the Aspen Institute has provided a forum for people to share ideas, analyze problems, and build consensus on how to resolve the major challenges of our day, from global security to intergenerational poverty to larger issues of citizenship, belonging, and justice. I'm so pleased that two of our trustees, Ann Friedman and Thelma Duggan, and one of our lifetime trustees, Alma Gildenhorn, could join us today. So please give a round of applause. The Center for Urban Innovation is one of Aspen's newest programs. And as I said, it's premised on the belief that cities and regions are the wellspring of innovation in the United States. It's hard to imagine, but 20 years ago, when I started in this field, people were actually questioning whether we needed cities at all. People believed that these dense, diverse, and sometimes messy and challenging environments were obsolete, and that everyone, as Walter said, was going to telecommute or sort of beam themselves where they needed to be. Now, though, it's abundantly clear that cities and regions concentrate the ingredients of innovation, and they're where ideas are born, developed, funded, brought to market, and deployed to change the world. So the task of the Center for Urban Innovation is to direct some of that innovation and creativity that's bubbling up in our cities and direct it towards the unfinished business of making cities places of great opportunities for all residents. Since I took this job in January, people have asked me, okay, so really what is urban innovation? Urban innovation is something like Hand Up, a crowdfunding platform that allows homeless people and those in need to collect donations for things like laptops, dental work, or the uniforms and tools that will help them connect to the workforce. Urban innovation is an app like See, Click, Fix, which allows anyone to report non-emergency issues to local governments and thereby care about and improve their neighborhood. Urban innovation is groups like DC Central Kitchen and La Cocina VA that not only feed the hungry, but do so while training unemployed or homeless people to work in food service. So our job is to find great examples like these and create forums like today's to encourage the spread and replication of these ideas and others, so that the challenges of our cities stop looking impossible and start looking really interesting to the funders, inventors, and entrepreneurs that are creating new solutions every single day. And so that people who don't right now have access to the tools of innovation that many of us in this room take for granted are also included as problem solvers, creators, and innovators in their own right. We have a particular commitment to supporting urban innovation directly in the DC area through our Urban Innovation Lab, which will provide space, entrepreneurial guidance, and the benefits of the Aspen Institute's knowledge and networks to high potential entrepreneurs working on some of our region's last mile social and economic problems. My colleague Eric Lavin, who's been called out and has moved, so he's a very nimble guy. My colleague Eric Lavin manages the lab, and if you're an entrepreneur with a great idea for improving the lives of folks in the greater DC region's underserved neighborhoods, Eric wants to meet with you. It's true. In the panel discussion part of today's program, we'll carry through and build on some of the themes that Mayor Bowser and Walter discussed, such as being intentional about focusing resources for innovation, or how the government can connect to problems that the market might not lead people to discover. We'll talk about innovation outside of the tech sector, and particularly the new frontiers for innovation, the next big sectors that are ripe for disruption. So once you leave today, I hope you'll have a sense of the benefits that arise when innovators turn their attention to community problems and when people, no matter where they live or what they earn, have the chance to realize their own ability to be innovative or to be entrepreneurial. I hope you'll be thinking about what are the choke points that are making it hard for us to maximize the benefits of innovation in our cities. And finally, I hope you walk away with an understanding of how different sectors and how you yourselves, as Walter and the Mayor challenged you, can work differently so that the benefits of innovation and the ability to create are shared throughout our cities and our region, starting here in the District of Columbia.